Hi, it's another Monday, and this is Up Your Game on Office Politics Champions. Thank you for being a member of the Office Politics Champion community. And as our custom is, Mondays, I bring you a nugget to help you play this game well and to win. All right, you can thrive at work, you can thrive in your career. It's about knowing what to do and what not to do. And today I want to speak on the subject. It's a counsel for you: keep your mouth shut, or keep your mouth shut, or all right. Now, the idea is not to insult you, it's a word of counsel, and it's a conditional statement as well. It's a conditional statement. Now, there's an aspect of our conduct at work that we don't pay too much attention to, and that's what I want to talk about briefly: your words. All right. I mean, that's what comes out of your mouth. What do you communicate? And you may not be aware, but it plays a very significant role, all right, when it comes to the politics, of the workplace. The politics of the workplace. What are you saying? What are you communicating? Your words are powerful. Words are powerful. Words are an essential part of how people see you, of how they interpret who you are. Words communicate what value you have to offer. All right. Many people like to say their work, let my work speak for me. But what you don't realize is that your words actually speak for you. Your words, those words you said at one meeting or the other, in one interaction or the other, in one project or the other, the words you say to your boss, the words you say to your subordinates, the words you speak at, management meetings, all of those have great impact on how you are perceived, on the influence you can muster, on the power that you command at work. They matter a great deal. You must have heard the statement, and it's a statement of truth from scripture. It says, by your words you will be justified, by your words you will be condemned. That's how important your words are. By your words you will be approved. By your words you will also be disapproved. That is the quality of your words, and that includes a lot. All right, and I'm going to try and draw attention to some of the things in this short piece. The quality of your words will determine a great deal how much progress you make at work. Why? Because it determines a great deal how people perceive you at work. Your words reflect the quality that you are made of. Your word reflect the character, the strength of your character. By the way, you can't speak words that are value added beyond the quality of your character. Words are a reflection of character. They are. Some people don't know that your words, they go farther than anything else. I mean, all too often we talk about example more than words. Example, nothing can be further from the truth. You want to show yourself to be an example, a good example, and you're not saying anything. What kind of example will you be? People need to know what you stand for first. I mean, before they can relate to your example, because they like to relate your example to the things that you say. That's when we talk about, are you walking your talk? All right. Now, so you must be saying something. It's what you say that serves as the benchmark for assessing what you do. All right. Both are important, but you must never forget the sequence. Examples are relevant only to the extent that we have something that we can measure it with, all right, or against, if you like. So your words are very crucial. Your words are very crucial. The reason some people are not moving or progressing at work is because of your words. The reason that you are not being recognized is because you have not cut out, a personality or an identity that is attracting, all right, respect just because of the quality of your words. Your words have been at the center, at the core, all right, of how people have appraised you, have rated you. And that includes those who take the decisions. What many people need to do in order to change what they get at work, in order to strengthen their play in this politics, is to re-examine, to realign, to readjust the quality of words that they are speaking. All right. And if they will do that, a lot of things will change. A lot of things will change. Let me draw your attention to a couple of things that you must note about the mistakes that perhaps you make, or some of your colleagues make, or people tend to make, all right, when it comes to communicating at work, using their words at work. Number one is that you talk too much. You talk too much. A lot of people are caught in that. They're always talking. They talk more than the other person. They talk more than the other people around. All right? Many view them as talkatives. So even when they are making sense, people are tuned off. Why? Because they just feel that they talk too much. They're always talking. All right? They can be somewhere. They always feel obliged or, to talk. Perhaps it's their way of showing what they are made of, but it typically works against them. All right? So you have to learn to be concise in the way you speak. All right? And that skill you need to develop. So stop talking too much. Stop talking everywhere. Don't feel obliged to say something at all times, even if, a superior person is asking for your views. All right? Number two, you are not making much sense. So you speak, but you are not communicating. All right? People are not understanding what you are saying. You struggle to convince them, to make them understand. That's because you don't have command of effective communication skills. When you speak and people find it difficult to flow with you, to understand what you are saying, and you have to put in, more and more effort, hey, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. So stop talking nonsense, as I like to put it, all right, and start talking sense. That is, talk about what you know and develop the capacity to communicate effectively so that people can easily understand what you are saying. Number three, you talk at the wrong time. You talk at the wrong time. I love that aspect of, the Bible that says to everything under, the sun, there is a time and there is a season. There is a time to speak. There is a time to keep quiet. The problem with some of us, we don't know when to speak. We don't know when to speak to keep quiet. We are speaking when we shouldn't. And at times we are keeping quiet when we should speak. And it's usually because we're not sensitive. When you're sensitive enough, you know there is the right time to come in and say something. When you are sensitive enough, you know there's a time to keep quiet, even if you are being prompted to speak. All right? And it's never appropriate doing the wrong thing at the right time, and vice versa. It's never appropriate. It doesn't fetch you any benefit. So you have to learn to know when to speak and when to keep quiet, and never to speak when you shouldn't. And also, don't keep quiet when you should be speaking. All right? Another one is you speak to the wrong people. You speak to the wrong people. Now, if you're associating with the wrong people, you will be saying things to them that you are not supposed to say. I mean, imagine how many people do that. You are talking to the wrong set of people. Some people do that when they are talking about their bosses. They're talking to the wrong set of people. They don't know. Because what tends to happen is that those things get back to their bosses. All those accusations, all those talking down on them, all those things that you won't say in front of your boss and then you're going to say elsewhere, your acts of deceit, you are speaking to the wrong people without knowing. The people who will go back and tell your boss. Be careful, It's not everything that you have to express, that you need to express, that must be expressed to everyone. All right? No. Said, be careful not to cast your pearl before swine, and don't give what is holy to dogs. That is, don't go around saying things to everyone. When some people at work are having issues, everybody knows why. They are talking to everyone, every person they meet. They can't discern that some people should not know certain things, and yet they are sharing those things with them. And so these things come back to haunt them. That kind of behavior works against them. So you need to know to speak to the right people. Okay? The other thing is that you talk about the wrong set of people. I just gave an example of that. It's good counsel for you to stay away from going around talking about your boss behind his back, or just talking about people behind their back. You find people like that, they love to congregate, and when they congregate, they are pointing out, they are picking, people one by one, senior people and all of that, and talking about people. Talking about the wrong sets of people and saying the wrong things. It can also be a big problem. Now, there is also speaking the wrong way. And here, what I mean is that you lack tact, you lack diplomacy. You say, yes, I just say it as it is. I'm committed to the truth. Well, I always remind people there is a way to deliver truth. Diplomacy is important. No one says it as it is. It always hurts. Saying it as it is hurts. You must learn to apply diplomacy. And all that is required is that you must learn to speak in a way that, you don't insult people, that you undermine their humanity, their self-esteem. All right? Truth hurts is bad enough that truth hurts, is bitter, they say, and it's true. So you want to reduce it, don't add to it. Okay? And you can be diplomatic about speaking the truth. You can speak the truth and be firm, but you're not insulting. You can speak the truth in a way that those who listen to it, in spite of its bitter taste, they embrace it. and they thank you for it. All right? And they thank you for it. Some people talk at people. Be careful. It's still talking about your words. Never talk at people. It's disrespectful. All right? Dressing people down. I mean, some leaders, they pride themselves. I don't take nonsense. I don't blah, blah, blah. And no, I mean, you don't have to go that route in order to make your point and in order to make impact. And indeed, in order to get the transformation you desire in your people to happen. Never talk at people. And some people would even do it in the midst of everybody, in meetings. All right? They don't know, how difficult it is. Let me also draw attention to the fact that some people speak, and you are wondering, to what purpose is all of what you have said? And that is challenging each one to think about what you want to achieve with what you are saying. To what purpose? What do you want to achieve? Don't just speak. Ensure that what you are saying is purposeful. And not just that, the content of it is capable of helping to realize that purpose, or rather speaks to that purpose. Speaks to that purpose. Okay? That must be something that you are mindful of. That must be something that you are mindful of. And so I'm going to end by saying to you, think before you speak. Otherwise, shut up. Otherwise, shut up. Because every time you utter words contrary, all right, along the lines of all that I have mentioned, you undermine yourself. You undermine yourself. And no performance can correct the adverse consequences that lack of discretion in the use of your words, all right, brings about. So your words are important. And if you are a good leader, you should know how to use your words. Your words are crucial, critical. And you shouldn't be quiet, quite frankly, if you want to win in this game. Because it takes you speaking to command power and influence. In any case, the way to demonstrate power is also by speaking. However, you must know it is wisdom to know when to speak. And if you are not supposed to speak, if you are not adding any value, if you are not going to be serving any purpose with your words, if you are not going to dignify people in the way you interact with them, keep your mouth shut. That's the word for today. Up your game, Office Politics Champions. If you are not one of us yet, join. You see the link in the description. Also, you can look at other videos. We come to you every Monday with a nugget to help you play and win in the game of office politics that has come to stay, that is with every organization, that is not going anywhere, and that will hurt you if you don't play. My name remains Olatunji Shobodo, and I'm your uncle. See you again on the Office Politics platform, Champions Group, and see you again specifically on Up Your Game next week, Monday. Bye-bye. God bless you.